This is another experiment to show the percentage of oxygen in air. So what I've got in my central tube here, I'll just move the Bunsen, I've got in my central tube here is some copper. So this is little pieces of copper metal. Now when I heat them, they're going to react with the oxygen in the air and form copper oxide. And what I'm going to do is to use these gas syringes either side to help shuffle gas over the air that's in the mixture, over this copper as I'm heating it, this hot copper. And what we'll do is take a reading at the start about the volume of gas that we've got in our gas cylinder, our gas syringe, heat this up, allow it to react with oxygen in the air, and then we'll allow the whole system to cool down again and take a final reading, a final volume. And from those two pieces of data, we should be able to calculate the percentage of oxygen in air. Okay, so I'm going to start heating it up now. And you should see that my copper in there will start to go black during the experiment as it forms this copper oxide. It's heating, I hope you can see that I'm using the two gas cylinders to shuffle air through that system. So it's pushing from one side and then the other side, letting lots and lots of air travel over that mixture, travel over that hot copper in the middle. You might be able to see if you get close, copper is changing colour really dramatically as it's reacting with the oxygen in the air that's passing over it. I've already talked about this in some of your other science lessons, about how gases expand when they're hot. So at the moment, I'm not seeing any evidence that any oxygen has been used up at all. It doesn't look like the volume has changed at all. But of course, everything's so very hot at the moment, it may just be that the gas has expanded and that's why I can't see. So I need to wait until the end of the experiment when everything's cooled down to be able to get proper, accurate data from this. My Bunsen so that all the copper has a chance to react. Keep doing this, and I'll join you later when the experiment's finished and we can look at the volumes in the gas syringes when everything's cooled down. The experiment now, and I hope if you can zoom in and have a look at the appearance of the copper. It's all gone completely black, which shows that it's all formed copper oxide, which means it's used up all the oxygen out of the air that was in that system. Okay, so it's completely black. And the other thing I wanted you to have a look at is this gas syringe over here. So now that everything's cooled down, you might be able to take a reading. It started at 100 millilitres here, and you can see that the volume I've got now in my system is much smaller. Okay, so if you can take a reading from that yourselves, you should be able to calculate the percentage of oxygen that was in the air. That difference in volume is due completely to the oxygen that was in the mixture at the beginning.